look what we got going on around here. Oh my Lanta. You know what that symbol means?
Oh wait, no.
Flammable lithium.
Is there a box in there?
All right, there's 2 boxes in the box. Each team gets a box. Let's see what we got around these parts.
Flammable box.
Guys!
So,
Wires!
more wires.
We need those.
Well, hey, you don't get to steal both packs. There's 1 pack per kit.
Here.
All right. Are you having some problems opening that? Use this. Oh, are you using a tomahawk to open up the robot parts? I will regretfully allow such a thing. All right, what do you got going on there, Adam?
New controller!
A new controller.
Hey, you drop it too.
That's an interesting way to do it,
do.
Preston.
Drop it!
So let's not drop these controllers, boys.
Sensors and lights.
Very
The amount
nice.
of code I can do with these new body presses.
All of the code.
Super fast.
What do you got going on over there, Gentry?
Gen 2 motors.
Very nice.
Another battery.
More lithium-ion batteries.
Gen 2.
Generation 2 brain. That's a pretty brain, sir. That's a pretty brain.
I'm not sure. Wait, this
What?
is the light.
That's a light.
What is this?
That's a distance sensor.
And what is this?
I think that's a color sensor. We have to analyze it. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure those directions right there will give you some information.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
probably-
And we can also look up the numbers on it. Hey! It's been on the box for 22 seconds. You already ripped it. Yeah, hooligans.
Okay, so it says right here, distance
this-
sensor 2nd generation.
Is the
Distance.
optical sensor.
This is distance.
This is the optical sensor.
Okay. So it senses
But
opticals. That's cool. Just throw it on the ground, child.
Right.
Beat, beat, beat.
It says right here,
Hold on. I need to get my paddle.
this is the 2nd generation distance.
Yeah.
So. I'm
Uh-oh.
seeing
The paddle has been delivered.
I'm seeing some stuff that. Oh,
Beat 'em with
that's right.
sticks.
New Gen 2 brains.
Motivate.
Yeah.
Motivate, 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 motivate.
Chris.
What?
Probably charge our robot and program the robot if we had long enough cords.
Close and
That's a very long USB-C cable as well.
It's like they're encouraging us to charge the robot while we're driving.
It would be beneficial if it would be charged. That's correct.
16 million.
16 bajillion?
What?
It says glows up to 16 million colors.
What?
Well, I'm sure like every hex adjustment is a different technical color.
Yeah.
Like
However,
red,
they're
green,
not
and-
really different colors.
Like the red, green, and blue, you can
That's
change
correct. What? That would be an SD card slot, sir.
that. Wait,
Yeah, but do
what does
we
that
actually
mean?
need one for it?
I don't think it's a necessary requirement, but
What
I'm
does it
sure those
do?
directions will let you know.
Oh yeah.
And then you have a USB-C connection on it to connect to the computers.
Micro SD port. It's a micro SD port. Okay. Distance measures color and hue of objects.
Ooh.
White LED, an optical sensor,
Battery
structural
has-
mount, smart port, port
So-
color. What? Chris.
Put it in the right way. Remember, the Gen 2 batteries are lithium. They cannot go on the Gen 1 chargers. Oh, did that get turned on for the first time, Everest? Very
Oh
cool.
my gosh.
They come
His
with-
too.
they come
What
with
is
40.
this? What are these? Why are the arrows like that? I don't like that. Oh my. What?
Drive.
I can change the language?
I can change the English. How about we leave it on English before you forget how to change it and it's stuck in Quajanese?
Let's change it to Espanol.
I think not, sir.
Devices.
System info.
It'd probably be beneficial if
Team
Ooh!
000.
What?
The inertial sensor has live readouts for what it's
did I
doing.
just What did I just find? What did I just find?
Well, that in essence, we'll look at it right there. Heading, rotation, roll, pitch, yaw.
Chris.
So that will give you angular and movement information based on what the robot is doing.
There's a factory reset in case I mess up the brain with a code.
Well,
or
that's good to
something.
know.
Yep.
Going
Cool.
over.
What?
So that's something you can take in
English.
data from that onboard sensor and utilize it to compute your
There
movements
you go. Keep it.
as well as your
Oh
rotation.
my gosh.
You can change the language.
Okay, so
Wait, calibrate. System.
Ooh.
Calibrate.
Delete.
It's calibrating.
That sounds.
Probably calibrate is something that you need to set it down on the floor
I did. Right here.
and allow it to set what normal and flat is, and then you do calibration and adjust based on directions.
That's not normal.
Calibrate.
Okay, so heading is this rotation.
Well,
Rotation is this way.
heading should not be a rotation, it should be direction. Like heading would be like
No,
an
Chris,
angular
Look
heading.
at the heading.
I'm aware of
Look
that.
at the
It
number.
shows the percent.
But look,
at the
if
top.
it's at 359 and it's look at, you see what just happened? It went 359 to 0. That means it's based on a 360 degree scale.
Yeah.
Flip it the other way. Flip it more. Rotate it again in other ways. Here, let's do this. 330, 329. Let's turn it this way so it happens. Oh, there it goes, see? So 3, 0. So that will give you an angular, 360 degrees in a circle, so you can compute your direction controls that
So
way.
many
We can-
numbers.
wait, we
This
can
is
make
like
the-
so helpful for automatic programming. Like
Yeah.
tell if it's in the correct distance to like the thing, and if it's at an angle and can't hit the blue tower properly, it can rotate to adjust to the angle.
Yes.
So math.
Remember, the Gen 1 only had, I believe, it was a 2 or 4. I think it's a 2-axis sensor built in. This one gives you the 6-axis sensor, so you have a lot more capabilities. Did that automatically bind immediately?
No, we calibrated.
Oh, you already found that. I didn't even see you doing it. Good job. So I also want to know there are no more chips. So that controller is set for that specific brain. My label maker will be utilized, and we will put a label on it so we
What
know which
chip?
one goes to which. Let's avoid dropping our brand new expensive nice controllers. Also note on the controller, it looks like it's a indent for something that you could probably put a loop through. Look at the controller. What do we have here? Our D up and down,
Yep,
our
D
C
and
left
C.
and right. What else is there?
Button.
Yes.
R3 and
So you have
L3.
R3 and L3. So that is they push down. So you've gained
And
2
some-
separate functions.
And something that's even better.
They should have paddles.
No,
But that would be nice,
Gen
but
3 should have paddles on.
you think they're gonna make a Gen 3? They barely have made enough.
give it a
Gen
decade.
2.
Maybe by the time you're 25 and invent a new robot, then you can be
I
like, hey,
know.
look.
Python.
Yes, it does have Python. We have a lot of abilities
And I've been
now.
looking at the testing.
Okay.
Found everything. In fact,
So on your programming computers, we do have all the old blocks, the new blocks. The new block systems have Python, and we can do a lot of different things with it.
you
We
can
can
convert our
hold 8
current.
programs on it.
Legit.
Although we.
And colored screens. Also, these screens are quite sensitive to impact. If you do, Preston, how about we not test this?
Oh,
If you do have it in a situation where something hard hits it, it will mess up the screen and it'll essentially render the
Let's
brain
test it.
useless.
Put it
How
down.
about not use the tomahawk on our brain, eh?
horrible idea.
I'm gonna beat you with every stick. Oh look, I have one.
Here, I got a stick with the sharp metal object
So
on
I
it.
should use that to beat you with?
Well, him.
Oh, okay.
Really,
All right, let's get these mounted on our robots and start doing some
Right.
testings, set up our motors, and then get our Auton and driving code switched over. What?
These have degrees on it.
That's correct, 360 degrees, so you can know what your turn is.
You can move it with
But that also means you need to recognize what 0 is and utilize that accordingly.
Oh, we're gonna have to make a new code.
That's correct. So note, as you're rotating that and moving that heading, you can see that the mounting orientation of your brain makes a big difference, okay? So the way that you had, for example, Preston, the way you had it mounted previously might not necessarily work if you want to utilize the heading as a sensor to use in your Auton.
I know, but we can pretty much like calibrate it to be set things to default. So like this, it can be set.
If you can recalibrate it to do that, it is calibrated to be flat like this right now. You do have the space to make that possible.
I want to get these new motors.
Yeah.
Yes, so before we put the new motors on, I do want to get them labeled so we can keep track of when they came in and get a numerical identifier on them so we know if they do go bad in the future, which ones are the bad ones. I think your flywheel motors would be a really good place to put your brand new motors,
And our drive.
as well as your drivetrain. That's correct. Okay?
Barely drive.
All right, guys, so let's start getting some stuff set up. Remove your old motors. I'll get the label maker. We'll start moving on. All right. Oh, that's another one, too. This is made possible because of the sponsors. So I want to get everybody back in. Maybe you can even get beaten in the process. Okay, get over here. Preston,
We don't have a list of all our sponsors.
give me faces. All right. Can we give a big old thank you to all our sponsors?
Thank you, sponsors!
Thank you,
Thank you, sponsors!
Help!
Thank you. So remember, this was $770 a kit. With, I'm not entirely sure if that's gonna work for you, Preston. He's taller than you. $770. Treat it properly. We also just spent $300 on registering you guys for states.
Yay.
That means we are at $1,070.
And we still need to get hotels.
That is correct. Okay, so I need you to understand how valuable this stuff is. Treat it well. Stop breaking stuff. Don't throw sensors. Okay, get to work.
Chris.
What?
Also,
Feedings. Okay, fine.